Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame, and this is going to be a thoughts post slash vent session, emotional release moment segment. I don't know because y'all will understand in a minute. Anyway, so while I was in the middle of recording, some stuff popped off and nothing crazy. I just didn't want the disruption, so I was just like, let me just start over real quick. But I'm gonna try not to be before you very long because there are a few things that I want to discuss. The first thing that I want to discuss is the fact that I'm finally watching Euphoria. Um, I'm starting at the beginning. I've already watched the first three episodes. I really could have been done with the entire first season today. Um, but this is the type of show that I legit will sit there and I'll watch it and I'll be like, wait a minute, y'all doing too much. We ain't even 5 minutes in. Wait a minute, baby. What is going? That's literally how I was with each scene that came on. It is just too much. Like when I say it's too much, when most people say too much, it ain't doing all of what this show doing. Okay. I was tired of my entire spirit, and I was just like, wait a minute. Um, spoiler alert. If you have not seen this show, I will be saying a few things that are definitely spoilers that have happened within the first three episodes and possibly another episode because somehow I watched the first episode, the second episode, and then skipped all the way to the third episode of the second season. But the way that it was set up, it was as if it didn't skip a beat. And I'm like, oh no, normally I can spot that something is amiss. And I could be like, wait a minute, did I miss something? Did I go like whatever? All I saw was a three. I don't know what happened. Somehow, the way I know I went to sleep and I thought that I was like 75% of the way through it. So I started it over and I was like, okay, let me start it back over. And y'all, that was the whole second season, episode three. And I didn't realize till it was over. I was like, wait a minute now. Because I thought I had accomplished something. I was like, dang, at least I got through three episodes. But anyway, later on, I ended up going back and watching the third episode. Child, I'm still tired. Okay, y'all. So again, spoiler alert. I'm about to get into some things. Okay, y'all. So everybody been talking about Rue. Zendaya is an amazing actress. This we know. I'm tired. And at this point, for the most part, I'm just like, for anybody on here who is doing any of the stuff that she's doing at the level that she's doing it, most likely they have not experienced some of the stuff that she's gone through and the way that she has found her own way of coping, which is terrible. But I'm just like, child, this was because at first I'm like, okay, I understand. But then when they went a little bit into depth and actually showed her father when he was living and he was literally dying in front of her face, then I was like, oh, okay, I really see now. It was a lot. I really feel as though I needed an emotional support animal and possibly still do need one while I'm watching this show because it's a lot. It is a whole lot. And I'm just like, why is all of this happening? Why are all of these people naked like this? Why is there so much sex? Why is there so much drug doing? Why are they doing so many drugs? Why are they drinking so much? Why are they so angry? Why is all of this happening? Then when they put out on Front Street, some of the people want to lie about it or whatever. And like, my thing is this: Rue was almost up out of here. And the fact that her little sister, who she's basically like a role model to, or at least her sister looked up to her and like really lives for her to have found her the way she found her, I was like, now, ma'am, that wasn't enough for you to say, let me leave this alone after you actually survived it? Like, girl, what is going on? What is going on? And then it's like she's just going further and further down the rabbit hole. And I'm just like, ma'am, this is too much. You need to go to rehab. You need to go to Betty Ford. You need to go to whichever one that actually works because wherever she went did not work. Because all while she was in there, apparently she was just plotting on scheming up on a better way to drug and do what she wanted to do. And I'm just like, all right, now this is too much. I'm tired in my spirit. Like, y'all, I'm just really, I'm so tired. Then the first time I saw the dude that plays McDreamy, well, did play McDreamy on Grey's Anatomy, I was like, I know that ain't McDreamy. So I was tired in my spirit because I was like, I know good and well this man ain't over here getting a check to be on here acting like this. I was like, what we not finna do is that. Why? Why, sir? So, come to find out, because he was looking real, I don't know, on that first episode that I saw him on. So I was like, baby, what happened? What is going on in your life? And so, um, to me, it wasn't confirmed initially when he was doing what he was doing, which was he was having sex with an underage child, even though she sat up there and lied to his face, said she was like 21 or 22. And I'm like, she clearly looks like a child. But let's go on off though. Let's go off. He had a whole family. And I'm like, okay, if your wife is boring or whatever, why not be done with her? You've had your children, they're almost grown now. Go your separate ways and go out here and thot and bop without involving the possible situation of whenever you might feel the urge to do something with her because nobody else is available that you've hit up, and then you want to lay down and spread these thighs and butt cheeks, and then you pass on something to her. Just go out here and thot and bop and just do that as a single man, as a divorcee or whatever. I don't understand. But this man really was on these websites, and Jules was on here. Now, when we initially saw him, we didn't know what was going on. Well, I didn't know what was going on because I already knew the situation was going to pop off with sex. And it might have been coming across as forceful. Whether Jules wanted to see it as rape or not, whether she consented or not, that was still pretty much rape. He was doing the most. But yeah, later on, I forget if it was the next episode or not, we then see Jules and Rue laid up in their underwear. And I was like, so we're not going to discuss what's going on over here? Because at first I was like, maybe I'm crazy. No, then they just kept zooming in. And I'm like, okay, we're supposed to just know that this is a trans person. Apparently that's what's going on here. Because I was like, is that a trans person right here? Is this a trans child? Is that what is going on here? Like, what happened? I didn't know what was going on. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. So then later on, it is confirmed. Because then, like, before anybody even said anything or she did anything that was very, very suggestive of the fact that that's what she was, when she was on the site that she was on, somebody said that they were a cisgendered whatever. And what I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is a trans person. So I was like, okay, I see the representation going on here. Okay, then, all right. You can pretty much tell why she and Rue are really good friends, and it's crazy. There's so much toxicity going on here. Then, oh boy, Fez. Fez is a nice looking white man. And you know what I'm saying? Outside of that, I was just tired because it's like, you know that Rue is going through and you are the pusher. And then it gets to a point where she done set it off and she's lashing out because she's angry because she done came down off of a high and she need drugs. And she over here threatening not to deal with you no more and all this other stuff. And you are dying on the inside because it's like, oh no, I done did this to her and it's hurting me. And even though you're a drug dealer, thugs, gangsters have hearts too. I'm just saying, y'all know I'm a gangster. Y'all know I'm a G. So I'm just saying, we have hearts. We have hearts. So it's just so much. It's just so much that's going on this show. And I just be so tired in my spirit. And I just be like, why? Like, it seemed like every single episode, within the first 3 minutes, I am exhausted already. And I'm like, it's a whole hour of this left. It's a literal whole hour of this left. I am tired already. This is a lot. I already told my parents they might as well not never in their life, if they ever come across it, just go ahead and skip it. just go ahead and skip it. Just like I don't feel like they're gonna be able, like I don't think my mama at least is gonna be able to handle The Handmaid's Tale if she ever come across it to watch it. Like don't do it. I done already told her that years ago. Like don't do that. It's too much. But yeah, I'm still gonna watch it. I got the fourth episode right there on the screen for me to watch. I got it set up for me to just hit play once I'm done doing this. So I'm gonna continue to disturb my own self. I'm just gonna continue to destroy my own nerves apparently, and watch that for the rest of the day because I could have already watched all of at least season 1 today, before now or by now. But I was lollygagging and just enjoying sleeping and just doing little things, and I had to run an errand a little while ago. So I was out for an hour doing the little stuff I needed to do, and then I came back. Then one of my packages, it ain't here, and it's talking about it's here, and I'm just like, child, I ain't got time for it. Like, start the investigation. Do what y'all gotta do. So yeah. What else? What else am I watching? Have y'all been watching Force? Have y'all been watching Power Book Force with Tommy? Y'all, I've been getting my entire life. I like the theme song very, very much. I always liked Tommy. Now, Tommy was in this show back in the day, playing a skinhead, racist piece of trash. Yeah. That was so night and day because as you know in Power, before it turned into Power Book, the Power Book series, his fiance was black. Now I know that these people are playing characters, Joseph Sikora or however he pronounced his name. We know that this is a character, but I'm just saying, y'all, child, that show was everything that he was on. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I can't even think of the name of it right now. Hold on. Y'all, I was not gonna stop until I found it because at first they tried to try it. I'm like, that is not the end of his resume. He was in this show called Banshee. If y'all ain't ever seen Banshee, you missed out. You need to go on ahead and binge watch that one good time. Get your entire life from start to finish. That show was awesome. And I'm actually thinking that unless this girl, it was this girl that was on this show, it's her eyes for me. I'm thinking that she's actually in Force. Now we already know that man that's playing her daddy, the woman that's on there that's gay, and she got the brother, and the daddy and them don't want her to have nothing to do with the business. I'm sorry if you haven't watched Force, that's what's going on. My bad, spoiler alert. But I'm trying to figure out if that girl is the one who was on Banshee because her eyes look so similar, and I'm like, wait a minute, baby. And that would be awesome because they've worked together before. And we already know the guy who's playing her father, he was on y'all know the motorcycle show, not Mayans, the one that came before that, the original Sons of Anarchy. I was like, what's the name of the show? But yeah, y'all, I really feel like that's her. And if it's not, that woman looks a lot like her. It would not surprise me if that was her. But she was caught up in a situation on that show. Great actress. And I think they said that she's not even whatever she was, because she was speaking a completely different language on there at times, because she was like, she could speak English and she could speak whatever the native language of her father and them was on there. Child, she was doing a lot. And I heard that she's not even from there in real life, and she just was a quick study, was able to pick up on it quite well. And I'm like, oh, you done went off, ma'am. But yeah, that has been really good to me. I have been very interested every single week. It's really, really good. I don't sit up there and have to entertain myself on the side because it's boring. Like, it's really, really good. I watch The Oval every week, y'all. I'm so sick and tired. I'm so sick and tired of everybody at this point over there. I'm so tired. The president need to go. The wife need to go. I'm tired of everybody. Shoot, what's his name? The one that's locked up in the bunker, he need to go. I'm sick of all of them. I'm sick. I'm even sick of I've been sick of Barry. Barry is just like, if he was not on the game, the new version of the game, I'm telling y'all, That's his only redeeming role for me because he irks my soul so bad on the Oval that I just was like, what he doing on here? I was tired when I saw him, but he all right on the game. So I'm like, all right, you all right. Just like how the guy who plays Benny, I could not stand him on the Haves and the Have-Nots, but he's on P Valley, down in the valley where them girls get naked. Yeah, he on there, and he doing the most with whatever Watts, whatever her name is. They be doing a whole lot in their lives. So yeah. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of stuff, but moving right along from that. Okay, so one of the things that interrupted me was my friend messaging me, and I was like, girl, what is this? So I clicked on it, and I had already known that the Brat and Jessica, Big Booty Judy, got married yesterday, right? But I didn't know that People was covering it, so they made People. They ended up having like all kinds of stuff. They ended up tagging them in everything to thank them or whatever. They had beautiful pictures. Now I was unsure as to whether or not the Brat was going to wear a dress, even though I already knew more than likely, without a shadow of a doubt, that Jessica was going to wear a dress. They looked beautiful. I was not expecting the Brat's hair to look like that. If anything, I don't know. I just didn't think it was gonna be up like that. I don't know, but I mean, they made beautiful pictures. Jermaine Dupri was up in the wedding, all of that. It was beautiful. Super Scent just posted something and showed that Keith Sweat was there singing and all this other stuff because she was like, "Oh, they even got Keith Sweat." And I live for y'all. I literally just asked my friend the other day. I said, do you feel like Keith Sweat is the type of person who is an actual singer, or do you think he's a beggar who can't sing? Because this woman tried to read him for filth years ago when I was at my last job. And she was like, you ain't miss out on nothing. Because I told her, I said, oh, I wish I had went to concerts. I wish I would have been able to go to concerts back in the day when he was really performing and all that stuff. She was like, oh, girl, you ain't miss out on that. He be begging. He don't know how to sing. Like, she read him. I was like, I be getting my entire life. But it is what it is. You can see his, the aging and all that stuff now, but he still look good considering. It is what it is, and that wasn't a read, so don't try to come for me. But yeah, I was like, oh, okay, because I already knew that they were gonna get married on yesterday. I already know everybody named Mama was getting married yesterday, 2/22/22. We already knew that. So it is what it is as far as that is concerned. Cool. What else, y'all? What else has been going on? Keep hearing about Marceau. Y'all know Love and Marriage Huntsville. Keep hearing about Marceau cheating. And like I have said since I first started doing the recap reviews on this show, it would not surprise me if he was the main one up off in here doing all of this. I always thought that he was the one cheating. Off rip. I wouldn't have never thought Martell was out here thotting bopping. Like, I'm just saying. So I'm shocked that he was able to even keep this stuff a secret for so long. Nobody came forward until now, apparently. I think I read very quickly on somebody's platform where they made it seem like one of the side heifers that came out of nowhere said, or that Letitia said, so now y'all want to come out when it's convenient for y'all, or y'all just want to come out now because of to expose my husband just to do it or something. I don't know. It was ignorant. It was an ignorant statement because it was just like, but ma'am, why don't you address the elephant in the room that everybody has been right about your husband out here thotting and bopping? But go off though, since you want to keep deflecting and saying your marriage is perfect and awesome and whatever, because y'all been married for 15 years. Child, he been cheating on you the entire time. I was just wondering when it was going to come out. It took long enough. And it wouldn't surprise me if it's been out there, but go off though. I don't know how many of y'all follow Bondi Blue, but I saw where she went to an event that Melody put on over the weekend. Melody was releasing, I think, some more stuff for like a beauty skincare line or something like that. And she went and she was there. It was so awesome. It was so beautiful. It looked so fun. It looked very fun. So I saw that. And I was like, okay, then let me make sure I'm not missing anything though, y'all. Because there is a lot of stuff that be going on. See, she's still posting stuff. But But yeah, she posted that. It was an awesome. Hold on, I bet my other friend just posted the same thing. Oh no, she talking about something. But anyway, there was something else that I wanted to talk about. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'm trying to see if it'll pop up. Nope. Right now, nothing's popping up. I don't know why. Why is the shade room so late? The shade room late is I don't know what on the Brat and why do people read? Oh, that's Tasha K. Speaking of, that might have been something else I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, it is. So the first comment I saw was, like I said, the shade room all of a sudden said something about them getting married. And I'm like, they got married yesterday. Oh, okay. But anyway, they just posted this an hour ago, the shade room. And Tasha said, did Brat pay that woman that $8 million before planning this lavish wedding? Last I heard, she filed bankruptcy. The woman contested. She is physically scarred for life. Anyways, congratulations. And it's like, I like Tasha, but it's like, ma'am, as of right now, you owe half of that. So why are you talking? Don't even say anything. Girl, why are you doing this? But to bring Tasha K up again, I have been seeing on social media all day Tory Lanez saying little slick stuff, Megan Thee Stallion saying whatever. And I'm like, what is going on? Because he seems very sure of himself, like what is going on. I think the Lionel B show, I think that's what his channel is called, where he posted that there is DNA evidence proving that Tory Lanez was the person who did not shoot her, and that there was DNA evidence proving who it was. And I'm like, oh. Anyway, y'all, that's it. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. Give this video a thumbs up. And let's get down in the comment section and discuss this. What y'all think about that situation? Bye.